Hi, and welcome to Brookdale Newsmakers, your source for what's happening in and around our campus. I'm your host, Sophia Parola. Joining me today is a fellow Brookdale student. He is vice president of the Theater Club and is here to talk to us about events happening at the Performing Arts Center this spring. I'm happy to introduce AJ Melnick. Hi, AJ, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's great to have you on the show. Performing Arts Center is like your second home. You know a lot about it. For all those who haven't took classes there or don't know a lot about it, can you give us a little background about what the PAC is?
Well, the Performing Arts Center there are two main music and that kind of performance art areas located in Brookdale. There's the Performing Arts Center and there's the music department in the basement of the library. The Performing Arts Center is the more theatrically driven side, and we have a lot of, well, obviously theater classes, your basic acting, a lot of the voice classes happen in there, and various shows from clubs and organizations all over the campus will normally put up their shows there when places like the Collins Arena and the Student Life Center aren't exactly what they have in mind. So if they need something more like a main stage or more like a black box theater, that's normally they would talk to Sherry Vanderspiegel, the building administrator. And the PAC is basically a second home for anybody that is weird and different. And it definitely helps that it's an extremely creative environment, and it's just fantastic for anybody that wants to create something and bring what they have and what they can do to an audience of some sort, especially if they're just starting out. It's very beginner oriented.
Yes, that's very true. It's a good place for people to express themselves and meet new people. So besides just for that entertaining place, what are some events happening this spring that students can take part in?
Well, the events that we have that have not already been like organized and cast, we do have coming up is Theater 24. We started doing this. I was actually part of the board that originated this idea, and it was a lot of fun to get it all together the first time about 2 years ago. Theater 24, we organized with the Creative Writing Club, and this will be our, I believe, third or fourth, I think it's our fourth year doing it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's a really exciting time. A little bit of background on Theater 24 is we take 24 hours to put on a show. We don't really have a lot of room for perfection, but it's a lot of fun, and everybody that comes to see it is a lot of fun. What happens is we have the writers come in at 7 p.m. the night before. This will be March 10th. And then they will write just a slew of one-act plays and short scenes and stuff like that into 7 a.m. Then they will hand in their scripts. Sherry and the stage manager will cast the short one-act plays with the actors who show up at 9. They will have signed up previously because we have these screenings that happen during Theater Club and 5 p.m. the night of the writers starting at 7. So these screenings are a way for the writers to get an idea of who they're writing for and what they really can't write, because there's not too much that you can't write, but sometimes you just don't have the people that you need to cast. You need 3 males, only 2 showed up, that kind of thing. And then from 9 until 7 p.m. that night, the actors rehearse, they get their props and their sets, and we put it up in the Black Box Theater at 8 p.m.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. That's a little nerve-wracking.
It is. It's
a short time
hardly
period.
Anybody is ever off book. Sometimes we will have a few actors who are just so professional that they'll show up and just be like, oh yeah, I've memorized all my lines.
Yeah. Oh wow, so it's probably a lot of fun.
It is.
That's great. So what are some other events? I know Spelling Bee is a musical that's coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about that? You're in it.
Yeah.
So.
The 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, written by William Finn, who also wrote another show called A New Brain. He has a very different style of writing. The closest I could compare it to is Sondheim, because it's crazy. He has a bunch of different people on completely different harmonies, and it's a very unique show. The show itself takes place in Putnam County. There are these 6 young spellers and 4 audience volunteer spellers.
Okay, I'm sorry to stop you. We're running out of time, but it sounds interesting. When is it going to be for people to watch it?
April 8th, 9th, and 10th. I'm doing some really great counting today. And April 15th, 16th, and 17th at 7 p.m. on the Fridays and Saturdays, on Sundays at 2 p.m.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I'm very excited to see it. Thank you for joining us today. To learn more about Brookdale, visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Parola. See you next time.